This past week I've been following the news very closely, as I'm sure all of you have, and I've been following the chat, social media, and over again the phrase Am Yisrael Chai was being repeated. Now this phrase was obviously coming in the context of the immense chesed and kindness that we've all seen in the recent days. We saw the incredible work of Chabad emissaries in Ukraine, their commitment to their community to the point of risking their lives. We saw help on the Romanian, Moldovan and Poland borders, where the Jewish communities received with love and affection the refugees, tens of thousands of them. Over the world, thousands of people gathered in unison to pray for our brothers and sisters in Ukraine. Millions of dollars were raised in the multiple campaigns. Indeed, Am Yisrael Chai. But this sentence is not cliche, because when we give, that is the truest sign that we are alive. Let me explain. In Israel, there are two large lakes, the Sea of Galilee and the Dead Sea. Now, the source of both lakes is the same. It's the Jordan River. So the question is, why is there such a difference between these two lakes? Why does the Sea of Galilee have fresh water? There's fish, there's vegetation around it. Whereas the Dead Sea, there's no life. Not for nothing, it's called the Dead Sea. And it doesn't make sense because after all, they both get their water from the same source. So why is the Sea of Galilee full of life and the Dead Sea full of death? The Gemara gives an explanation. The Sea of Galilee receives its water from the Jordan River coming from the Golan Heights, but it doesn't keep the water for itself. The water that reaches the Sea of Galilee from the mountains continues through the Jordan River, down the Jordan Valley, all the way to the Dead Sea. It shares its water. But the water stops at the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea only receives, it doesn't give. It doesn't pass on a single drop of water. All the water that flows into it stays right there at the Dead Sea. And that's where the Jordan River ends. And that's why it's called the Dead Sea, because he who does not give is dead. Am Yisrael Chai that we saw this week is because the Jewish people know what it means to give, knowing to receive. We witness this in the most amazing way. This coming Saturday, we will finish the book of Exodus and read out aloud, Chazak, Chazak v'nitchazek. Be strong, and we will be strengthened together. Because we are strong when we strengthen others. Shabbat Shalom.